the sad part about this is that the most richest cultures, especially at that time, always feel like, especially nowadays, been taken because of political backgrounds and because of jealousy, because of things that was put in place, it's systems that was put in place for you to forget who you truly are. Hey everyone, welcome to a Masters 24 Reacts. Hopefully you guys are doing well and are in high spirits. So I got a video that was sent to me from my last video. Now I'm gonna say this and hopefully this doesn't happen again. All right, so when you send me a link or send me a video to react to, please give some type of description, because if you send me a link, I don't know what type of video you're sending me, you know. And I think it would just be more of a how can I say it, a proper way of just showing, hey, you know, I support your content, or here, I think you should react to this, or anything like that. I think to me that would definitely help me out to at least try to get some type of understanding of the video than just sending me a link and it could be anything. I remember the first link I was sent and I clicked on it and it was about the Thailand anthem, and I actually listened to it. It was interesting, but other than that, like from that point on, you know, I just didn't trust the fact that if you send me a link that it was going to be something that you will want me to see. But this one here, I did click on the link. I was curious, I wanted to see what it was, and I think it was from the same person that sent me the other link. I'm not really sure, but this time I did delete the comment, unfortunately, because like I said, I didn't know where it was going. But I came back around to watch it again, and this is very interesting. This video is from the hidden record, Siam's Plunder of Khmer civilization, Ankor's stolen treasures. So I did find this quite interesting. I wanted to know what it was that they wanted to basically talk about. It is a 7-minute video, so if you're not interested and want to watch the full reaction to the video, that's fine, but I'm gonna watch it because I didn't see the full thing. I only saw about like a minute of it. So we're gonna go straight to the video. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Okay, the first thing I noticed off the bat is that it's AI. So just like the last video about the unique DNA of the Khmer people, this video is also AI based. So I'm just going to be very interested and want to go over it and see what it is that I, you know, get out of this. So here we go.
Over a millennium ago, in the heart of Southeast Asia, the Khmer Empire reached heights of unimaginable grandeur. Its capital, Angkor, was a city of monumental temples, sprawling waterworks, and bustling markets, a civilization that rivaled the greatest of its time. Kings declared themselves divine rulers, and stone towers rose to touch the heavens, embodying both spiritual devotion and worldly power. But even the mightiest civilizations face trials. Internal strife, ecological stress, and shifting belief systems began to weaken Angkor's once unshakable foundations. Its decline coincided with the emergence of a new power to the west, the Kingdom of Ayutthaya, established in 1350 on the fertile plains of what is today Thailand. As Angkor faltered, Ayutthaya rose, expanding its influence, consolidating wealth, and preparing to cast a long shadow over its once mighty neighbor. This is the story of two civilizations, one in ascendancy, the other in decline, whose destinies would collide, leaving scars that echo through the centuries. Imagine a city larger than modern Paris, a marvel of human ingenuity, where stone temples pierced the sky like mountains of the gods. From the 9th to the 13th centuries, Angkor, Yasodharapura, was the beating heart of the Khmer Empire. Founded in 802 by King Jayavarman II, it symbolized the center of the universe, modeled after Hindu cosmology with Mount Meru at its core. Angkor Wat, built in the 12th century by Suryavarman II, stands as the world's largest religious monument, dedicated to Vishnu. Its walls tell stories of epic battles, celestial dancers, and the churning of the ocean of milk, a testament to Khmer artistry. Nearby, Angkor Thom's Bayon, erected by Jayavarman VII, features enigmatic smiling faces gazing in all directions, embodying the king's watchful benevolence as the Bodhisattva Lokesvara. Spiritually, Angkor blended Hinduism and Buddhism, with kings as divine intermediaries. Economically, it thrived on a sophisticated hydraulic system, supporting up to 1 million people. Trade routes brought silk, spices, and gold, making it a hub of wealth and power.
And in case y'all didn't know, that a lot of times when a lot of countries, let's just say like Africa, Europe, or any other parts of the world, when they do trades, that is like what the trade market is today. You know, you give something, and then later on it appreciates in value, like gold, silk, even salt, spices and stuff like that. So it always had its value when it comes to, trading goods with other countries, and because other countries could grow something that the other country can't. So it was a really great market. And I know at that time, Kampuchea was definitely blooming because of all the trades that was going on at the time. And somehow, some way, everything has been reverted into something else.
But grandeur invites envy. Internal strains emerged: overpopulation, ecological stress, and the rise of Theravada Buddhism weakened the divine authority of kings. External threats loomed: invasions from Champa in the east and from the west. The rising kingdom of Ayutthaya, modern-day Thailand, cast a shadow that would shape Cambodia's destiny. The stage was set for not just defeat, but cultural erasure. By the 14th century, the Khmer Empire faced a formidable rival. Ayutthaya, modern-day Thailand's precursor, founded in 1350 on the fertile Chao Phraya Basin. Siam's motivations were strategic: control of land, trade routes, and weakening a historic foe. Internal divisions made Angkor vulnerable. The first major raid came in 1353 under Ramathibodi I. Though the Khmer temporarily reclaimed Angkor, the precedent for cultural plunder was set.
The crazy part is that I actually read about that, about the Thumb Bayan, like the whole situation between that and the Thai Poyam, at the Thai Poyam temple. Like, they went to war to pretty much pillage all this stuff. And this is the Thai land before Thailand.
1370, another siege forced the Khmer court to flee. These raids were far more than military strikes. They involved extensive looting and relocation of sacred treasures. Statues, sacred lingams, and bronzes were transported across jungles and rivers to Ayutthaya. Monks, artisans, and scholars were forcibly relocated, diluting Khmer culture while enriching Siamese art and architecture. From the Khmer perspective, this was cultural theft, erasing identity, not just seizing gold. What began as opportunistic raids evolved into centuries of systematic plunder. The devastating sack of 1431 reduced Angkor's population by over half. Temples were dismantled, bas-reliefs removed, and sacred texts destroyed. Thousands were marched to Ayutthaya to serve as artisans and laborers, transferring Khmer knowledge to the Siamese state. Visual evidence is stark: empty niches in Bayonne, neglected reservoirs, fragmented historical records. The 1431 sack contributed to a cultural void. Cambodian chronicles of the 15th and 16th centuries are almost entirely lost. The goal was deliberate: weakening Khmer morale and absorbing its legacy. The plunder left scars on Cambodia's culture and psyche. Missing statues, relocated bronzes, and altered landscapes remain visible. Contemporary disputes, like Preah Vihear, echo ancient conflicts. Repatriation efforts are ongoing. Cambodia has reclaimed over 1,000 artifacts globally since 1996, but many remain in Thai collections. Thai
At one point, there was a lot of artifacts that was stolen from a lot of places around the world. I don't know if this AI thing is going to say who stole it besides Thailand. It was a lot of places like Europe. I would say like other places that's like southern borders. So they all had a piece of pie when it comes to the stuff. Thailand was just the number one civilization at the time that actually came by and took these artifacts and tried to reclaim it as theirs at one point. And now today they just have it displayed on there in Thailand and make it seem like, you know, and reclassifying it and making it seem like it's a part of their history. So you got to really be careful about, like, when you go to Thailand and you, let's say you go to these museums, a lot of the stuff that you would see in these museums in Thailand is pretty much from the pilgrimage that was going on in Kampuchea. So just to keep that in mind.
Perspectives emphasize shared cultural roots, seeing conquest as intertwined history. Yet the sense of loss endures, a reminder that while empires fade, their echoes...
I forgot to mention, not to try to, you know, stop the video too much, but I also want to mention that they did bring some of the artifacts back to Kampuchea, but there's a lot of it missing. And honestly, spiritually, mentally, the damage was already done. So there was no real point of bringing it back other than them feeling sorry and feeling bad about what they did to the empire at the time. They didn't have no reason for doing this, to be honest with you, but they felt the need to go and I'm talking about Thailand at this point, to go over there and take a lot of these artifacts and try to, I guess, capitalize on whatever it is and build their nation and try to take the identity from what the Khmer people built and make it theirs.
Remain. Despite historical scars, Cambodia rises. Preservation efforts led by Apsara and UNESCO have restored sites like Ta Prohm and Preah Khan. LIDAR scans reveal hidden city networks, and 2024 excavations uncovered lost statues. Festivals, education, and repatriation continue to revive Khmer heritage. Understanding this history allows us to honor the past, preserve culture, and celebrate resilience. Angkor remains a testament, not just to loss, but to survival, identity, and the enduring power of human creativity. May the stones of Angkor inspire us all.
Yeah, that was a very deep, somewhat accurate little documentary that they have here. But I also wanted to add on too, before I close out, is that I was speaking to, you know, one of my subscribers, and we had a really deep conversation, and they told me that there was really nothing that, you know, they can do to get back what was lost in Kampuchea. And they feel like, you know, they just want to give up and there's no point. And I told this subscriber, I told him that it's not about you giving up and walking away and it's going to be okay. Because regardless of how you feel about it, they're going to keep running you away from your identity and from your culture. And for you to say that is nothing that you can do, there's always something that you can do. And what I mean by that is that you got to go out and put it out there to the world. Let other people see it and let the spirit guide the information to other people. Because at this point, they already taken away something that belongs to the Kampuchea people, you know, the Khmer people. So you got to understand that it's not your fight that you're fighting most of the time. It's generations that you're fighting against, you know. And the sad part about this is that the most richest cultures, especially at that time, always feel like, especially nowadays, been taken because of political backgrounds and because of jealousy, because of things that was put in place, it's systems that was put in place for you to forget who you truly are. And the more we speak out on it, the better that you will become and you will see change. But having a mindset of being defeated will not change anything. It will only make it worse, because when you pass on, the next generation is going to suffer. So as long as that they see you fighting for what it belongs to you, then you will feel like at least you fulfill your prophecy of wanting to change, and then that next generation can go and follow up on that. I hope that subscriber actually listened to this last part here. I appreciate you supporting me, and I appreciate you commenting. I see you comment a lot on my videos. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But I just wanted to give you that word of encouragement, because you're not alone feeling this way. But from an outsider looking in, y'all already have the spirit of the dragon, the spirit of the lion, and y'all can do it all over again. You just have to understand that if that system crumbles and your spirit is gone, how are you going to be able to rebuild it? You got to think about it like that. Now, if the system is still going and you still fight for it, at least you fought for what you believe in. You didn't give up. You didn't give it to them. And that's what they want you to do, is give up. They try to break you spiritually. This is a spiritual warfare that they're doing. Look, they still playing ghost music outside right now in these areas, the border areas. You know what I mean? And I feel sorry for the Khmer, like the children, the grandparents, you know, the elderly, the disabled that can't move, and they're there because they don't have no other place to go. But yet and still, they feel the need to try to break your spirit. And that right there, in my honest opinion, is a sign of jealousy and envy. And in order for you to get out of that mental frame of mind, especially as you being the original that ever done this, that you made Thailand the way you made Thailand today, you had to keep that spirit going. Anyway, I appreciate you watching this reaction. If you want to, you could go to this person's channel, The Hidden Record. Check them out. You know, build their channel up, see, you know, what other videos they have here. They may have some great AI made videos. It seemed like they talk more so about the Kampuchea history, the Khmer Empire, and everything else that goes on there, if you're interested. A lot of people may not want to go there because they don't want to be reminded, but it is for people that don't know anything about it. I think you should check it out. This is way deeper than you think. Anyway, thank you for watching. Y'all take care.